Hey guys, I'm with Jeff DeLeon with the Military Racquetball Federation. First time they are here in Vegas. Tell me a little bit about the federation.
So the Military Racquetball Federation was founded by Stephen Harper, who's out here playing behind us. He was an avid racquetball player before his injury, and he wanted to bring that and help in the rehabilitation, reintegration of our wounded veterans.
First time here, you don't see two wounded people against each other. It's one-on-one. Why is that?
Absolutely. So since this is an outdoor tournament, we do the what we call an up-down, and the reason we do that is that way you have somebody that can maybe chase a few extra balls down. You know, there is the opportunity that the balls are going to bounce and take off way off the court. So if you have somebody that can kind of have that lateral movement, it kind of gives you a step ahead.
Tell me a little bit about you and your process of getting involved.
So me and my process of getting involved was through tennis. I played tennis back in my hometown of Salem, Oregon, and the Military Racquetball Federation was at the National Veterans Wheelchair Games putting on a clinic. And through that clinic, they invited me out here to Las Vegas to come and play in their tournament. And it's been a great time, and you know, I really am starting to love the sport. You know, the great thing about it is it's something that you can take home to your community the day after you learn it.
Tell me about some of the people that you've influenced in starting to play racquetball and help out.
Absolutely, you know, so it's one of the things, you know, like I said, with being able to take it straight home to your community, I've been reaching out to younger veterans and some of the veterans that are just coming back from being injured, you know, in the recent conflicts. And to be able to put that in front of them and show them that, you know, you can get out there, you can learn this sport, you can learn to play from a chair, or, you know, if you're still able to ambulate a little bit, you can play in that manner, but you get to take it home. So if I get myself a chair, I can go home and play with my son, I can go play with my best friend. The only difference is I'm going to get 2 bounces, whereas they only get 1.
That's not that many. I mean, 2 bounces right there. I can't even imagine.
It's not. You know, that ball is moving pretty quick, but, you know, it's pretty amazing to see how well these guys adapt and move those chairs around and actually chase down some pretty hard balls.
What has this meant to you, and what have you seen mean to others?
You know, what it's meant to me is just a great opportunity to get people back involved. And, you know, I know if I can get them out here on the court, next thing you know, they're going to be down at the basketball game, they're going to be down watching the local football team playing, and they're going to get out in their community more, and they're going to get back to that piece of acceptance. You know, people here at first, they see us as different players, but once we get playing, now they just see us as another racquetball player, and they kind of forget about the wheelchair. And I think that's kind of the coolest part for us.
Yeah, what's been the response?
The response has been awesome. You know, everybody's so supportive. You know, they come over, they want to watch, they want to see what it's all about. They're like, you know, it's pretty cool to see that no matter what has happened in life, you know, you can still get involved in sports like these.
Talk a little bit about the players behind you, what their story is.
Absolutely. So behind me we have Brian Dornan, who is currently wearing the red, and his son is actually playing with him, so he's there with his shirt off. And Brian was actually diagnosed with MS, and so his condition's kind of been deteriorating over time. So he's now to the point where he pretty much uses a wheelchair to get around fully. So for him, it was a huge opportunity to be able to get involved with his son again. You know, his son was an avid racquetball player. Brian actually hadn't played racquetball before that. And now he has a way to connect with his son on a level that he didn't think he was going to have again since being in a wheelchair.
Tell me about Stephen and Chip.
Okay, so Stephen is actually the founder of Military Racquetball Federation, and Chip is his partner that's playing with him right now, and he's the main guy that helps him put on these clinics and also obviously the tournament here. And like I said, for Stephen, it was just a dream of him to be able to bring his love of the sport back to help those servicemen and women that, you know, now have a mobility impairment and don't have the opportunity to play some of the sports that they used to play. So it's been a great thing for him and a great opportunity. You know, like I said, this was the first time for us being able to be here at this tournament. And our goal is to hopefully open up all these tournaments and eventually maybe have a division. You know, hopefully next year we can come back here and there'll actually be a wheelchair division, up-down division, and you know, we can make things happen that way.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Great meeting you and having you guys here.
Thank you. We appreciate it.